back to my YouTube channel. I'm here today to show you how I make my rice paper rolls. This video has been semi-requested. I posted it on my Instagram and I actually got a lot of responses of people asking how I did it. So here I am today to show you how I make it. This is one of my favorite meals, go-to meals, honestly, when I don't know what to cook for dinner or lunch. It's usually gonna end up being spring rolls. I love this especially in the summertime because they're so refreshing, and it's also an amazing way just to get your fruits and veggies in for the day. Okay, so the ingredients that I like to use obviously is this rice paper roll. You can either buy them in squares or circles, and I actually got this I think at Whole Foods, but if you go to any large grocery store there should be an international food section and they'll most likely have these. And then also the veggies that I like to use, as you can see here, I use romaine kind of as a boat to secure the whole thing together. I use orange pepper, cucumbers, avocado, shredded cabbage, and some carrots. And then this is the vegetables that I'm using today. Also, as another additive, sometimes I like to cook one of these ramen noodles. And these are also an amazing way just to make it more of a filling meal. And then also sometimes I like to add mango, but unfortunately my mango is hard as a rock, so we won't be using that today. And then also I like to use any just fresh herbs that I have in the house. I usually almost always have cilantro, so today we're using some cilantro, but I also like to use mint, basil, Thai basil too works. So I've actually brought you guys out to my patio. This is kind of a work in progress. It's a hodgepodge of stuff. But if you come over right here, this is a ladder that we've kind of turned into our little herb garden. So if you look closely, each one of these buckets has a different herb, and this is usually where I like to come when I make my spring rolls and pick some fresh herbs. So here we have cilantro, parsley, sage, oregano, mint, and then rosemary. And then over here, these ingredients are for the sauce. This is for a Asian peanut sauce. So I use peanut butter. I like the organic creamy peanut butter from Trader Joe's because if you look at the ingredients, it's literally just peanuts and sea salt. And so you want to make sure that when you buy peanut butter, there's no added oils or added sugars. And then I'm using coconut aminos because
I'm allergic to soy. I can't have soy sauce.
Coconut aminos is a great way to still get that Asian flavor. And then I'm using ground ginger. You can also use fresh ginger, but ground ginger is just what I have. And then you can use any type of hot sauce. This Yellowbird hot sauce, it's the blue agave sriracha. It's my favorite hot sauce. Also because if you look at the ingredients, there's no added sodiums or sugars or oils like that. It's a super clean alternative to sriracha. Okay, so the first step in making these rice paper rolls is to get the rice paper skin soft. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to the sink, and you can either take a plate and put a couple inches of water and kind of let it soak, but I think it's more beneficial and easier if you just rinse it under some warm water. So I have some warm water here, and I'm kind of just making sure that the water touches every corner. And I would say you do this for probably 15-20 seconds to kind of make it soft, but you want to make sure that it's a little bit al dente before you pull it out because it will cause complications when you're rolling it and cause holes. So now that it's soft, I kind of like to let it wring out a little bit so the plate isn't so wet. And then we're going to come back to the plate, put it down, and make sure that all of the edges are flat. Now we start assembling it. So I'm going to start with taking 2 pieces of romaine lettuce, and this kind of acts as a placeholder to hold it all together. So I start with 2 romaine, and then I just start kind of layering everything else on top. So I'm taking some orange pepper, some cucumber, and as you can see it's kind of hard, so as long as you have it in a semi-straight line it kind of all falls together when you fold it. Then I'm taking some avocado, some shredded cabbage, carrot, And then now I take 2 more pieces of romaine to kind of close it all together. And you want to just make sure that it's all kind of in one line. Then I move this back to one edge of the spring roll paper. And it's kind of a roll and tuck method. So what you're going to do is get the paper, roll, roll, tuck one side, and then tuck the other side, and then roll. And voila, you have a spring roll. So as you can see, mine kind of looks sloppy. I've been making these for honestly like 3 years, and they're always going to be sloppy. Maybe that's just who I am. Okay, so now I'm going to be making the Asian peanut sauce, and I kind of don't really do measurements. I kind of just put it all in a bowl and add as I need. So I'm taking 1 tablespoon of creamy peanut butter. This has salt in it, but you can get one without salt, or if you like chunky, then you can also get chunky peanut butter. Then I'm also just going to put some coconut aminos in. I'd probably say like 10 shakes of it. Then I'm going to use some ginger powder, and I kind of just tap some to my liking. Then for some spice, I'm going to do a few squirts of this blue agave sriracha. And then I'm going to take a whisk. Just because the peanut butter is kind of thick, it helps to incorporate it well with the hot sauce and coconut aminos. Just take a whisk. Just like that, the peanut sauce.